Hello friends, welcome. I am here in Destin, Florida today. Won't be tomorrow, won't be later today. Plan on taking off, hitting the road again, and making my way to a couple really cool spots somewhere along the way. I've got a plan, but it usually changes. And today's plan is to stop at 4 locations, see if we make it that far. I'm assuming that I'm gonna get stuck along the way and see something cool and stop here and there, which I hope happens. I've got about 2 days to make it back, do some things to earn some money this week, pay the bills. So got that planned out, and until then, I'm gonna have some fun exploring the Panhandle. I've never really hung out up here. I plan to come back at the end of this month as well for another kite festival. It'll be in Louisiana, so I get to see some other cool things along the way. But today we're just gonna poke around and explore. I think you'll like what I've found for our itinerary. I was finally on the road. Had a great weekend in Destin, hanging out with friends on the kite field. Today, making my way from Destin down past Rosemary Beach, Panama City Beach, into Port St. Joe, a place I've never been before. Found out it's pretty cool. This is definitely a drive I want to take my time on when I return at the end of the month. The scenery here in the Panhandle I'm discovering is a lot like the rest of coastal Florida. Beautiful views, beaches, palms, and lighthouses. I love lighthouses. Welcome to the Cape Sandblast Lighthouse. This is one of the furthest south points on the Panhandle into the Gulf. We're gonna make our way to the Sandblast Beach in just a little bit, but not only do I have a National Parks passport book, I have a lighthouse passport book. I've been filling this up for a couple of years as well. I'm not sure if they have a stamp location here, but let's go find out. It's like the lighthouse keeper's station is closed up. This one has a little billboard on it. Let's see. Closed. It's only $5 to tour the lighthouse, but it's only open Wednesday through Saturday, and today's a Monday. Just peeking in the window to see what it's like. Looks like they have a gift shop and your normal lighthouse gear. This is a cool lighthouse. Big tube. It's the history and usually the locations of these lighthouses by coastal areas that I get attracted to. This is a cool lighthouse though. I've never seen a tube like lighthouse. And I didn't assume that this would be one you would be able to climb, but apparently it is. Cool. All closed up. We're up here a little ways. Cool. It looks like another park station over here. I'm gonna check it out, see if there's a stamp over there. Hello.
Hi. Call back. Actually, well, actually, I can give you a call back. Are you going to be?
Oh, this is a nice welcome center. Big map. So we are right here where this dot is. I'm going to drive all the way down here to the state park and check out this Cape Sandblast. Should be pretty cool. Got all kinds of information here, including this lighthouse driving tour that we're definitely going to do. Some local artifacts. This is cool.
If the countdown, then it's gonna like boomerang you. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay. This is pretty neat. It's a really cool welcome center. It's a very nice gal in there working and told me all kinds of things about the area I didn't know, including a museum and some history of the area. I picked up some brochures, a lot of them. They have some cool maps and information on the local attractions. This is a cool part of Florida. I had no idea it was this cool. Well, the very kind gal at the visitor center told me that if I came down here to the Port St. Joe City Hall, I might be able to get my lighthouse passport book stamped here. If not, I'll just write it in or draw a little picture of it. But I found out some other really cool things about Port St. Joe that I had no idea about. Back in 1838, Port St. Joe was the biggest city in Florida with 12,000 people. They were in competition with Apalachicola for being a major port city in the territory. Well, because it was the biggest city, this became the place where the Constitution was written for the state of Florida. So I don't think that it would be considered the state capital. I'll double check on that, but this is where it was written. And there's a museum here, a Constitution Museum here in Port St. Joe. Tells you all about it. I don't think that we're gonna have time to go check that out on this voyage, but soon and very soon, friends. This is a really cool town. Driving through the streets here, it's a lot of little shops and things to do. You spend a little time here. Hey, can I get this stamped here?
Miss Charlotte's come and she's the one that stamps them. She'll be back in about an hour.
Okay.
She's gone to lunch, but she'll be back in a little less than an hour and she'll stamp it.
Right on. Thanks a lot.
All right.
Onward and upward. Let's go check out this beach. On the short drive from Port St. Joe to Cape Sandblast, I quickly realized that this part of Florida was really magical. There's something really unique about this part of the coast. It's got its own vibe. I can't quite explain it. I spent enough time exploring the St. Joseph Peninsula State Park that I decided to make a separate video just about the experience. I hope you enjoy it. Guys, this is unbelievably beautiful out here at Cape Sandblast. Amazing. For now, we're losing daylight. It's time to get back on the road. Perfect day for the beach. Well, this day is beautiful. Driving around with the windows down, music's on. What? Enjoying all the interesting things along the road. One interesting place was here in Apalachicola. Small little town. Smaller than I expected. This was the turn I was supposed to make, that I passed. Remember how I said earlier that plans change? It wasn't long before I realized I passed my turn, but I found something else that caught my attention. Well, friends, I knew I'd find some places to stop unscheduled. This is one of them. You can smell the brewing happening here. Let's go enjoy a beer. If you want to learn more about the East Point Beer Company, go over to my other channel, The Brew Traveler, where I'll be soon posting many videos from breweries all around the country. But for now, it's on to some oysters. I see oysters. Just down the way from the East Point Brewing Company is this Oyster Bar. Gotta go check it out. We're here in like the oyster country, so let's do it. I found the right place. Yep. Got a menu of great stuff. Like a million oyster shells right there. Unfortunately, friends, one of my stops I passed by about 20 miles. I was looking it up, finding out where I was going next, and I missed it. No big deal. We're gonna come back here next month. Well, not even in a month. 3 weeks. We're we're gonna check out some more things here. I found out that this part of Florida, the very south part of the Panhandle, is pretty amazing. There's much more to see here. Oysters, extra hot, horseradish, awesome. Oh, she wasn't kidding, that is extra hot. I love horseradish and wasabi and stuff. Wow, my eyes are watering. That's really hot, I love it. Every oyster place I've ever been to in my life sucks compared to this place. I've just had the best oysters I've ever had in my life. Wow. I'm getting another dozen. Lynn's Quality Oysters, definitely a must stop if you are in this part of Florida. It's time for me to keep on moving. There's one more place I wanted to find before it got too dark. It was getting very cool, windows are down. I'm really enjoying this beautiful Florida sunset. It's a perfect night to explore. Then I came upon the final destination for the evening, this awesome lighthouse, the Carabelle Lighthouse. What a cool stop. I thought I would be here way earlier in the day, but you know, things happen. This is much like the last lighthouse we found, the tube style. And at nighttime, it's so cool. I know it's pretty dark and you can't see much, but here's a picture I took. I'll give you a better idea of what it looks like. We'll come back in the daylight and do a full tour. For now, it was time to find a place to post up for the night. Another deer. I've seen at least 10 groups of deer within 10 miles. I've never seen this many deer in my life. Another one. I don't remember the exact number, but somewhere over 40 deer I saw on the side of the road. Like groups of deer. Good morning, friends. Found myself a nice place to post up for the evening. Somewhere south of Perry, Florida, on the coast, not really sure. I think this is called Old Town. I'm in Old Town. I didn't see that sign. Good morning. Right next to this Dollar General in Williston, Florida, is this big machine. I just was driving down the side of the road and I saw this and I had to stop. Electrical generator. Huh. This is an interesting story. It says here that for $33,000 on June 11th, 1923, this generator was purchased. Included was the generator, ice plant, cold storage plant, water tank, a 10-year-old bay horse named Charlie, and a wagon with a harness. All for $33,000. Williston was incorporated as a town 1897. This park's been here since 1915. Show off the generator. And a big gun over there. Just kidding. Huh. This is pretty cool. Let's climb all over it. We're at Epperson Park. It's a howitzer 8-inch M2 cannon. Came from Alabama in 1975. There's only 2 items in Epperson Park. Well, 3, including the park bench. But 4 and 5, there's actually 3 park benches. But on all 3 of the signs here at the park is stated this same paragraph, which is interesting to me. It just says that this is a park and when it was established. big gun. Probably another handle that won't work. Correct. Still got to try that. Oh, this is cool. Works. Wow. I've been shooting a few times, and I always get this anxiety right before you pull that trigger. It's going to be loud and stuff. I think that I would get super anxious around that thing, although I would like to hear it go off and shoot a cannon. It'd be kind of cool, but it'd be very loud, I bet. Never experienced that. It's turning out to be another fine day in Florida. Passing through the rolling hills of Ocala and the many construction sites of Central Florida on my way home. I really started to feel at home when I saw the Citrus Tower. I was almost there. Well, friends, thanks for joining me for this trip into the Panhandle. I appreciate it. It was some pretty cool stops that we found along the way. Plan to find more in just a couple of weeks when we head back up in that direction. But friends, I appreciate you joining me on this adventure and all the other adventures, of course. Hope you join me on the new channel, The Brew Traveler. I put a link to that a couple minutes ago. Hope you enjoy that channel. Friends, I will see you in the next video.